Welcome to SwingHers, the podcast that explores the swinging lifestyle, from hookups to anal hooks. Over 18s only. Definitely contains adult content. Welcome to episode 12, Voyeurism Voyage. Ahoy.
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 One of my little kinks. We'll delve into that a little bit later on. So, what have we been up to?
Oh, I don't know about you, but
You've had some games, haven't you?
I have. Well, we've had 2 bank holidays. We've lost an hour. I don't know whether I'm fucking coming or going.
Oh my god. I haven't caught up and sleep. And it's just like so fucking bright in the morning. And the birds chirp and I'm like,
I know. Wow, I've got a brand new sleep mask, so I don't. I may have accidentally not put my blindfold away after some gameplay Saturday evening, and was asked by a mini human who found it, what's this? And I was like, oh, it's a sleep mask because it's really bright.
could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have
There's
been.
a lot of other things that could have been found. Could have been a little more traumatising for you. Oh, it's just a back massager.
Yeah, everything's just a back massager.
Unless it's a strap-on.
I don't even know how I'd explain that.
Lockable case.
Yes.
We are both.
If anyone could recommend a lockable case.
Yeah, and a decent sized one because we probably need suitcase.
Oh, I know. My
sizes.
collection is just growing and growing and growing. So thank you to Sweet Notions, who kindly sent us a voucher, and I purchased a game called You and Me.
You know.
Which is hot as hell. I'll get back to that in a minute. And I purchased a game for Gush and I to play on the podcast called Sex Talk.
Do you love a game?
Yeah. Honestly, I could have bought another toy. I could have bought some lingerie. And I thought, you know what? I love me a game.
Yeah, yeah.
And a game where I get to do sex acts or receive them is right up my street.
I hope it's better than my Love Honey calendar cards.
I mean, it depends. Like some of the cards, it's personal preference, isn't it? I'm not much of a actress or a role player
Toe sucker.
or a toe sucker, so
I'll have that card.
those sort of cards was mutually agreed. We were just going to remove those ones, but one of the cards was that it was like, so it's a point scoring game. I'm very competitive.
Did you win?
Oh yeah. I'm very competitive. But one of the cards, it would be like, tie up the other person,
Tie their dick up.
or tie their hands behind their back and like lick their chests, like suck on their nipples, and you got a little egg timer.
Yeah.
And you got to do it for as long as the egg timer's ticking.
Okay.
Or like it was like put your hands in her knickers, and like insert a finger and then remove it 10 times, and then that's it. You got to stop, and the stopping is the hardest part of the
I
game.
bet. It's like edge play then.
Oh, it's so good. So I highly recommend that game.
Yeah.
So that's Sweet Notions. We'll share their link to our Instagram page, and we have a code which is SwingHers10, and that gets £10 off the entire basket.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good
Yes.
because the game actually was, I think, $15.99
Wow.
or $17.99. Don't quote me.
And have a whale of a time of a weekend.
Honestly, do it. Game nights are the best kind of nights. Fun sex.
It's good fun. Good fun.
What about you, Clash? What have you been up to?
Well, a bit of a quiet week this week. What I quite liked is we got a little bit of a fan post this week. So you may have seen on our Instagram one of our top fans, Gentleman Dom. He was playing and he had our podcast in the background. And he sent, tagged us in the post, and we loved it. Obviously, reshared it.
I mean, it's a voyeur in us, isn't it?
Voyeur in us, and I just thought, why not listen? If you've missed that, because obviously it's a really little story, it wasn't a permanent thing. I've got the actual recording here for you guys, with permission, obviously. So thank you very much for sending this through.
Just a bit of a warning: if you are listening to this on on speakers. You might want to turn them down.
Yes.
There's some sexy content.
This is really not safe for work. I've listened to it again tonight and I got a bit roused. So here we go again. Gush is going to get wet.
Recently anyway, so when I was in like a long time relationship, that never happened. No? Like, oh no. I mean, sex didn't happen anyway, but like that didn't happen. I wouldn't be in a relationship yet. And it's like how like, what are you doing? What are you working on? But, so now I'm like really down on it. I think it's definitely one person that can pick up on it. I was talking to I can't control myself. No? But I'm doing it all. No, like what's happening? I'm just, oh my god, I like it, but I need to start with that.
I love that we are the soundtrack to that. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Fanny flutters.
She's having a good time.
She really is.
She was enjoying herself. I don't think they were really paying attention to them.
No offence taken.
But hopefully we're listening to it and maybe it inspired them to,
To
try
get it
something,
on.
Get it on, Yeah, so thank you again for that. Any more submissions you want to send? Any more dick pics with Gush written on them? It sounds really good. So, yeah, we like it. I like it. Bit of fan mail.
There we go.
Yeah, hopefully got a couple of socials booked in for the next month or so.
We mentioned last week, didn't we, the South Coast Sexies have got an event on 27th of April.
Yeah.
So go find them on socials.
Yeah.
And get the deets.
They're on Fab, South Coast Sexies. I think they're on SwingHub and Instagram as well. So keep an eye out for there. Definitely will be in attendance. Hopefully you will come with me. So yeah, it'd be good to meet a few of you, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good fun. So run by lovely people and yeah, the feedback we've heard so far is great. So, and we've got to check out these new socials. So on Wednesday night in the Bournemouth Sauna Bar, their new Wednesday evening event is going to be J and T's All Mixed Up. It's gay, straight, bi, curious, swingers and kinksters. So I just absolutely love
it. Inclusivity. We love that.
Open the door to everybody else. And actually this does take me on to last night's conversation as well. And a guy I spoke to was just getting into swinging and he's saying that he was bi and he said he struggled to, in clubs, meet guys that are bi, and I said it's the types of nights that you need to go to, so I'm trying to encourage him to come along to that on Wednesday as well. So I think we're looking to go on the 17th down in Bournemouth of this month, 100% inclusive. And what they've actually done as well, which is quite rare, because normally most events there is charge per person. Single ladies, free.
Ooh.
So all my single ladies, get your ass down to the
Sauna Bar.
All Mixed Up, it's called, event down the Bournemouth Sauna Bar. Obviously, come on the 17th, because that's when I'm going to be there. But, you know what I mean? Any other Wednesday. So, yeah, really, it's a really nice venue. Brilliant playrooms. The fact they've got a hot tub as well. Love it. So, yeah, run by beautiful people again. So, can't wait to pop down to that. And then, obviously, you need to get a club booked in again. So, I think there's talks of VA at some point. So, maybe we'll put that off into May. But I feel like, I don't know, the reins are off. Gush is back. She's been, when Jerry died? That's kind of how I feel.
Jerry who?
The Spice Girl. When they did that video of like Jerry in the coffin, like she's back and stuff.
No.
You're not a Spice Girl.
I am a huge Spice Girl fan.
What?
But I do not remember this.
Do you not remember?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I think it was one of her songs, and then she was like in her coffin as Jerry, and then she come back as
Okay. Sure. It was a weird reference.
That was a weird reference. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, we got anything else to say.
Edit that as much as possible.
Oh yeah, I'll say about last night. So leading on to from the social and the bi situation, as I met a guy last night. He's very, very new to swinging with his partner. Their dynamic is they play together.
Yeah.
But he's bi, she's bi, and obviously what he was sort of saying to me, he's been to a few events down in Portsmouth.
Okay.
So I haven't been to those, so I can't make a judgment. I have heard some things that maybe not so good, but I can't obviously, that's people's opinions. I can't make that opinion, so I've actually physically been there myself. But he said he's had a couple of good experiences, not so good experiences, where there's been a lot of single guys there, but a lot of single straight guys, and they felt a bit swarmed. So I said, what you need to do is you need to broaden your horizons and not just go to one club. You need to go to other clubs. You need to look at their events and look at ones where they specifically target it. There is bi nights, so look at the Bournemouth one, you know.
I think that's it. It's all or nothing, isn't it? Because I've been to events where there has been maybe one single person, that, like single male even, in the whole venue.
Yeah.
Then there's been other events that have been completely overrun with straight single males. Some events have just been like all couples.
Well, literally, from the swing hub to other places I've been, like when we even went to this social at our Fabs, there was quite a lot of single guys there then. It was quite quiet, but there's a couple of couples.
I mean, for event nights, I'm not talking about socials, but event nights, I know Ab Fabs in particular was saying that they do tend to monitor the numbers.
Yeah.
So they like to keep a nice balance. So if there's X amount of couples, they'll arrange X amount of single women and X amount of single men.
Guys, yeah.
So it's not a sausage fest or a clunge fest or, you know, so things like that when it balances out nicely.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's good advice. Get him to
go to a
bi-friendly night.
Friendlier night, and then hopefully there will be guys that are there that are a bit more open-minded. Or even if, you know, because it might be that night they don't fancy a guy to join in, they fancy a girl. And I said quite a lot of events just do other couples, nice, strictly, or they do nights where it's just couples and single females and unicorns. So, you know, you've got to shop around, you need to get out, you need to make a night of it, you need to book a hotel. I think that's more of the point, and travel.
Treat it as a date night.
Yeah, like, treat it as like a night away in a hotel.
Have fun.
Go and have...
and even if you don't meet anyone or you don't do anything, voyeurism.
Voyeurism, you've got some good stories to tell, you've got some equipment to be used, you know, you've got different
Because I've gone to clubs and not done anything, but I'm a bit of a perv and like... bringing us on to the subject of voyeurism.
Yeah.
I love hearing it. I like watching it.
I like
watching it when people don't know I'm watching it.
So many times at a club, I've just gone and I'm just like a pervert. So normally the first thing I do when I go to the club is like, right, who's fine?
There is something like, I think especially when we went to Untamed, because you can hear.
Yes.
It is a turn on.
Yeah. I stood out the last time we went to the Untamed Social. I was just in the hallway at one point and someone was getting, I think, paddled. That's the only word, and it was just whack. And just the noises coming from. I stood there for quite some time. I was like, yeah, I'm horny now. We need to go in this room. But then there's the voyeur and there's the exhibitionist, isn't it? And I think
you can switch between the both, can't you?
Yeah, because I love to perform, but I also love to watch. And I'm always like a visual with the board as well.
It's so funny though, because I know we've touched on this before, but I'm not so much a porn watcher. But there's something about real life, couples.
Yeah.
I think because for me, porn is just a bit too like, oh, have you come to sort my pipes out? And it's just a bit, you know, when you just think, the storyline is just not for me.
No. Don't spend much time on the story.
No. So, and I do love my imagination. So if I can hear it and in my head I can picture it, there's nothing sexier.
No.
Absolutely.
So the actual definition then of voyeurism, this is down to Healthline as well, is it's defined as an interest in observing unsuspecting people, which I don't really think it's unsuspecting, because I think if you're at a club, I think it's still classed as voyeurism if you're enjoying watching and not participating, because there are certain people that don't go to clubs to play, they go to literally just watch. maybe fuck their partner, or some people just go purely to watch.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the unsuspecting people. While they undress, are naked, or engage in sexual activities, the interest is usually more in the act of watching rather than the person being watched. So then, that's your exhibitionist, which will be, sure, coming up in another episode at some point.
I was going to say, like, I think the thought in my head is I think I'd find it quite sexy being watched, but in reality, I don't know if I have the confidence to do it.
I think when you're so in the zone with the person that you're with, like you kind of, the people around you kind of blur. You don't really notice them. You're not, as long as that person that you're with can keep you engaged and keep your focus, you literally just don't even know. You know, and it's a turn on, but then you can't see them because you're so in that moment at that point. But I've been a nightmare. I'm a nightmare. So I remember this one sex party. I think it was actually a Penthouse, but many years ago. We went into the cinema room. So again, always a perv. I always end up in the cinema room. Always expecting to watch porn, unless it's a SwingHers event and Pretty Woman comes on.
That's totally for me, though.
It disappointed me. Blush would have loved it.
I would have.
Got our popcorn out and, had a little cry.
It would have been like, I've not seen Blush the entire evening. Where has she been? And I'm just in the cinema room with my popcorn watching Richard Gere.
Hopefully being eaten out by
And I just do it quietly.
Shh, I'm watching the film. You're ruining it for me.
This is the best bit.
Oh yeah, but I literally went up and sat next to this couple, and it was a younger lad and a I'd say an older woman, maybe 20 years older than him, fucking. And I was just like, yeah. But then I just proceeded to tell him what I said, yeah, you need to fuck harder.
I told you are a titler.
No. I couldn't keep quiet. I was like, I'm just
so
doing this.
bossy.
I am so bossy. But he followed my instructions. And I think even at the swing
But dared not to.
Even at the SwingHers pajama party, they're again back in the cinema room. I think Pretty Woman bored me. So, all right, what's going on? Oh,
who can I boss around in here?
A blowjob. I'm gonna sit and just have a little watch of this instead. So then I proceeded to give her a few instructions on sucking his off.
Oh my God.
To play with his balls, he'll love it. Stroke his arsehole. Slip a little cheeky digit.
Might not like that.
Oh. How do you know if you like it unless you try?
I mean, true.
Exactly. So the person that is watching, again, go back to Healthline, is a voyeur. But the casual reference to it, which you may or may not have heard, which I think is a negative, because I don't think voyeurism should have a negative with it, is
Depends how, peeping Tom. Depends how your voyeur is.
If you're an old man in the bush, paving at your neighbour getting...
Not to generalise old men.
No. If you gush in the bush watching your neighbour, I probably have stared at a few people.
I think, again, the running theme of our podcast is with consent. With consent.
Yeah, but...
Watch with consent.
Yeah, if you're at a club...
Yeah.
But you must be at a beach at some point and maybe checked out someone's bum and be like, oh.
Yeah, but checking someone out and watching someone bang is a bit different.
Watch them do the walk down to the sea.
But again, it's different. That's different than like watching them like having coitus somewhere.
Well, this just says, unsuspecting people while they undress. It could just be, undressing for the beach.
I must be a voyeurism in like every aspect then. I do remember...
People watch all the time.
I know, there's people watching. But I mean, I am a bit of a perv. I do remember going to the gym and I had a personal trainer. This like she was younger than me, a young girl. And obviously she was at gym. She's going to be pretty fit. And I'm like gone down to the changing room, sweating buckets, by the way. Like I've done a 5-minute workout and I'm already just like red in the face, looking like a tomato. Went to the changing rooms and I'm there with my towel wrapped around me really close, like scuttling away to the showers. And in walks my personal trainer and just drops her towel. Because I mean, you would have confidence, wouldn't you? If you worked out every day.
Yeah.
There was not an inch of that body I did not like stare at.
Yeah.
Like she was sculpted.
You can't help it.
It was like she had been carved by Michelangelo himself. Like, it was incredible, but not in a, like, I really want to stick my fingers in you kind of way, just in a very appreciative, oh my God, you are stunning.
Yeah. You do. If there's a beautiful body, there's a beautiful, you know.
But I'm just a voyeur. I'm just a voyeur.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm a
Through and
voyeur.
through. But it's quite interesting as well that it's saying, obviously, it's normally derived from watching others, but it can also include hearing others engage in
that is
sexual
sexy.
acts. So when we were in the hallway of Untamed, listening to it, you know, it is a turn on.
There is a caveat though, because I used to have, when I lived in a flat with some very thin walls, you know, love hearing people have sex. I think it's kind of sexy. Normally,
Depends.
I might
If
want
it's
to
your parents.
Oh no! Oh my God! No, that is therapy worthy. No, I was living on my own, thin-walled flat, and if I could hear neighbours having sex, you know, sometimes I'll get like he was quite a fitty, so he'd be bringing girls home. They'd be quite noisy, and I'd be like, oh, I might have a cheeky wank to this. But
Did you actually?
yeah, it was hot as hell. It's almost like I was having a threesome with a wall between us.
She was humping the wall.
I was, yeah, like, let me in. No, he started a relationship with this girl as well. She just wasn't my favourite out of all the people he brought home because she used to like commentate. That's not my thing. I like the moaning and the appreciative sighs. She'd be just like,
you stuck a finger in my arm.
yeah, like she would literally be narrating the entire session. I'm going to come in a minute. I'm going to come in a minute. I'm going to come in a minute. I'm going to come. Like it was so monotone.
I understand.
It wasn't like I'm going to come. It was just like, I'm going to come in a minute. Like really, it was so boring.
Yeah. I do like a bit of chat.
Now put it here. Now put it there. I mean, I'm all for the like,
suck my fucking dick.
fill me up. You know.
I said about that last night. It was quite funny.
What?
He was like, well, you made him suck your strap. And I'm like, yeah. What, so you were being like the bloke? I'm like, yeah. I wanted to feel like a man.
I was a queen with a dick.
I did. And I was like, I don't know what you were fucking moaning about, how hard it is fucking, you know, fucking, like as a bloke. I said, it's fucking a piece of piss.
That is not what you told me. You were like, oh, it's actually quite knackering. You did.
That's because I went 3 rounds, back to back.
High five.
No recovery time for Gash. I don't need 5 minutes or a blue pill. No shame in blue pills. They are very good and a lot of fun.
That is a benefit of being a woman. We can just go and go and go.
Yeah.
And go.
Yeah. Sometimes you may need a bit of lube, but you can still normally just
go and go.
Go and go.
I am like a Duracell bunny. There's no end to the horniness.
It's got to plug into the mains, you. But it's quite interesting as well. So as well as hearing it, but being told about other people's sexual experiences. So again, the pervert, I am just a perv because I was informed this week that the strap-on we had purchased for joint fun was used on a solo event without me.
That turned you on.
I said, why did you not tell me? Why did you not show me? Why was I not involved?
Where was my picture?
Why are you only telling me now? Yeah. Literally, I want to know. Like, I find it hot about knowing that if someone was going to plan to meet up with someone, like knowing what they're planning to do, then being told straight after of what actually happened, it would just turn me on because it's just, it's hot. But yeah, it's seeing, hearing, and just reliving someone else's experience. So I think people must get excited by our stories.
I know. Well, you know when you were taking the piss out
me
of
on sometimes.
Do
When
I?
you tell me about stuff you feel. I'm like,
like, yeah, go girl. You know you were taking the piss out of me because I said to you,
I never do that.
oh, all the time. You know, and I said to you that I like reading.
Yes.
Reading porn.
I found you a t-shirt.
You did, but you were like, oh, is it like 50 Shades of Grey? No, it is not 50 Shades of Grey.
Don't knock 50 Shades of Grey because that turned me on over a week's
There's
holiday.
better books. This, in particular, the event I was talking about, it is like sex confessions. It's like people write into this magazine and they're like, oh, I had sex with my married boss, and then they like describe every detail. And I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty horny.
Because it's real life. Is it real life?
I mean, it could be.
Because you could be like, oh, I could maybe do my boss.
I would not want to do my boss.
50-year-old woman. Nothing wrong with 50-year-old women.
Sorry, Margaret, no offence, just not my type.
We'll be there soon. So going a bit more into voyeurism then. So we're on Cosmopolitan now. So I think it's a bit more edgy than Healthline and probably a bit more entertaining. So it's saying, so does voyeurism and watching people engage in sexual experience consensually turn? So it's saying that it's not the creepy, non-sensual peeping Tom who might come to mind. It is a fetish.
Yeah.
And actually one of the most common ones. So there we go.
I think
so. Yeah.
Where does dogging come in? Do you think that's part voyeurism, part exhibitionist?
No, because I think it's the outsideness. I think it's the thrill of probably being caught. I wouldn't say there is a voyeuristic element to it, because a lot of people just go, if you've got your window shut, apparently that's no one comes in, you know. If you've got your window open, it means a hand can come in. I think these I've not been dogging myself.
Yeah.
This is not really for me. And actually one time I was in the forest fucking, and we had the car door open, which is, I think when the car door was open, it's like, fucking come in, you know what I mean?
Oh my God. Did someone come in?
In the seat. No, I was sat in the seat. He was fucking me from outside the car. And he was like, he just stopped. And I was like, what? We're in the middle of the forest, pitch fucking black, middle of the night. I'm like, what? Someone's over there. I was like, fuck off. He's like, yeah, someone's over. I was like, no. I was like, how do you know? I can see the end of their cigarette. I was like, get off me, let me shut this car door, shut the car door, locked it. Luckily, he was a Royal Marine, so I was probably with the person that I could be the safest with.
I don't know, a single person in the middle of the forest in the middle of the night sounds like something from a horror story.
Not a car park close by. Where did this man come from?
He was a bumpkin.
He was walking from the middle of the forest out towards the car park.
He's a forest man.
Oh,
he lives
forest man.
Yeah, he lives in the forest.
What?
And he feeds off of the doggers that come to the car
The
park.
empty condoms left by the doggers.
Do you not heard the horror story?
Protein.
All they ever find is a pair of handcuffs and a used condom. And the bodies are gone forever.
Well, luckily, I have a bedroom. Well, I've got nothing against outside sex. No, actually, there is an outside social forest meet-up going at some point.
Is there?
Yeah, I'm
interesting.
really quite interested to sit around a campfire.
There was, actually, you just reminded me, an account on Fab, back when I was on it, and he used to advertise himself as someone who would come and watch you in a car park or in the forest, or would come and sleep with your wife while you watched in a car park or in the forest.
Okay.
But it was always specifically forest or car park. Maybe he was the forest man.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Was he a smoker?
I don't know. I did message him, funnily enough. But...
Oh, it's so funny. So, if you're curious then about what voyeurism and how to do it and why it turns people on, don't worry. I think we'll just scrap that bit. I think we'll scrap that bit.
I think importantly with voyeurism, obviously if someone is living in a flat next door with thin walls and having sex very loudly, not much you can do about that. Can't really gain consent. I mean, depends how close you are with your neighbours. You can message and be like, look, I'm having a listen. Do you mind? But consent is normally a thing. I wouldn't ever suggest just getting your binoculars out and spying on through people's windows.
I think the most appropriate place to practice voyeurism is in a dogging situation, in arranged orgy, gangbang, with consent and everyone in agreement with what's happening, obviously, and safe sex as well. Or in a club. Yeah. You know, that's the only time. You shouldn't really be, perving. How would you pervert anyone? I guess on a nudist beach, but then you kind of.
But then people are on a nudist beach, so
for that reason, yeah.
They can't really be offended if someone's looking at them on a nudist beach.
Definitely.
I mean,
Yeah, hopefully we'll see a few naked people at the socials. Well, probably not at South Coast Sexiest.
No, because it's a vanilla venue.
Yeah, vanilla
which
venue.
is nice.
That's it. It's
I
nice
like
to
it though. It's like, oh,
get
you
to
don't
dress
know
up for a
who we
change
are.
rather than dressing down as well.
Yeah.
Leaving more to the imagination.
I just think when you have a social in a vanilla venue, it's kind of nice because like everyone else in the venue doesn't know why you're there
Should we wear crotchless pants?
because no one will know.
No one will know. Should we wear one of our toys?
I don't have like remote control toys.
I'll get you one. I'll have the remote.
I have been
have
looking.
now.
I have been looking, and I really want the one that you can control via an app.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen? Because you can like do different swirly things, and it does different like buzzes in you as well.
Yes, I have seen. I've been doing a lot of investigative work on this. I can't speak to
Maybe
it.
we need to upgrade our toys.
I need to get a lockable case first, please.
Lockable case.
If any of our listeners can help, I would really love a lockable case.
Send a recommendation,
Please.
We need to know.
It's time for BJ time.
Oh God, VJ time.
Blushes joke.
Oh, blushes shite.
You always call it a shite joke.
It is a shite.
Right, you're gonna put some water in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
You ready?
Go. Swallowing. Well, I'm holding it in my mouth.
Okay, you ready? What is worse than two girls running with scissors? Two girls scissoring with the runs.
It's not funny. It's just a bit gross. Just a little bit. Just a tad.
I honestly thought I'd get you to laugh with that one.
No, I thought I was going to when I knew probably where it was because I kind of knew where it was going.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I knew there was going to be scissoring.
If anyone has got like a joke you think would make Gush actually laugh, then if you could send it to me, that would be amazing.
Please do.
Please do.
Yeah, I think it'd have to be quite dark.
I know some dark ones.
Probably jokes. I don't know.
I just don't think they're suitable for the podcast.
Can we not do this? Let's do a disclaimer before you do it. Like this, potentially the next section of the podcast may upset and offend some viewers. Our intention,
No, these are really offensive.
yeah. Our intention is to not upset anybody,
Just to make Gush laugh,
what
basically.
blushes. If I really want to spray her with water, yeah. And
No,
if
I'm not telling those.
you've been affected by anything you've heard tonight on the podcast,
We'll give you a helpline number.
please message us and we'll apologise profusely. Oh, yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
I'll tell you one off the podcast, and then if I do get you to laugh, you can just tell them on the next podcast if I've succeeded.
Yeah, I'll be to blame. So, should we on to my
It's SST time.
SST, sexy story time. So I've been on the old Google and I'm on yourtango.com. So apparently 10 ultra sexy poems guaranteed to turn you on. So I'm quite liking the poetry. I think
Poetry?
Yeah, poetry. And I'm just wondering, what I want to know is are these,
I've got some
are
poetry.
you turned on? Roses are red, violets are blue. Open your legs. I'll go down with you.
Oh, look at you.
That was off the cuff as well. Maybe I'm better at poems than jokes. Come on then. Off what you do, Mum.
Oh, there once was a woman from Ealing who thought it rather appealing to
Open a
to
gap.
lay on her back and open her crack and piss all over the ceiling. Oh, that made you
I
laugh.
probably
For
giggle.
Christ's
I don't know.
sake.
It involves piss and dirty things. So should we go for number one?
Go for it.
Oh, this is to turn your partner on. Number one, To a Dark Moses by Lucinda Clifton. You are the one I am lit for. Come with your rod that twists and is a serpent. I am the bush. I am the burning. I am not consumed. Yeah, I kind of nearly started laughing through that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's very sexy.
I mean, you probably just
sorry.
offended the writer there, but
Yeah, I think it's just I am the bush.
I am the bush.
Come with your rod. I think you can refer to it as... I feel like I've let you guys down, and I'm just seeing if there's any better ones. Someone read this out to me. But
I heard it being referred to as a magic wand the other day, and the female version was a eclair.
Eclair?
Yeah, so if you think of an eclair,
Yeah.
the like pastry bit, like the bready, the cakey bit, is the flaps, and the creamy bit in the middle is the important bit. Oh, and she referred to cum as vanilla sauce. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. We could have it tasted like that. Tastes pretty good anyway, but I like it. So yeah, I'm gonna suggest, if you're looking for some sexy poetry, I don't know, it might probably be stuff that will turn you on, and probably not me. It's not kinky enough. But actually, here we go. Sorry, distance. It just took me a little while. Inside by AA. I wrote poems inside of her with my fingers. Our story began with her scream and ended with her soul on my lips. Oh, that's a bit better. Poem 8, Inside by AA. Yeah, probably we've gone to 8, so I've gone through 7 other ones, and then at the end, no good.
That's the one that hit the spot for you,
That
right?
hit the spot. I think it was the I wrote poems inside her with my fingers. Boom. Yeah. I think I need some finger blasting.
Stop looking at me like that.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Do you want to play a game? Get your cards out, Lou. Get your cards out.
You wish. Give you the time of your life. We do have an interview lined up for next week. And it's our final episode next week.
Yeah.
So
we need a break, though, don't we?
we do need a break.
We need to have some friends time.
We're gonna have some R&R.
Yoga. We're going to do some girly things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go sex case shopping.
Yeah, we're going to drink wine.
Yeah.
We're going to hang out. We're going to go to the beach.
Yeah.
We're going to have ourselves a little break.
Yeah. We don't know how long for yet, but...
Not for long. We'll be back,
we'll be
chatting
back.
shit, being date perverts for series 3.
Maybe just mind keep you guys hanging on the cliff edge for a little while, and just, maybe do some teasers. We might even record the whole next season and just, hold on to it.
Yeah.
Hold it for ransom.
Just do a sentence a week.
Yeah, that's it. Drip feed you.
And I obviously need to do some joke research because, it's just not working, is it?
It's just, but the thing is, you've not got, probably everybody else is laughing at your jokes, but you've got
Laughing at me, not with me.
It doesn't, I'm not a joke person. It's just not.
You are a joke, not joking.
I'm a joker. I'm a midnight toker.
She's proper rhyming now.
I am. I'm a poet. I just don't know it. Oh my God. Well, that's it for tonight.
Ta-ta.
Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da for now.
Have a great week, everyone. Have fun. Play safe. Take care.